first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Set. 60 outlaw. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Back. Hit it.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Looking to throw. Gordon. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
64, weak. Ready.
Off play action. Gordon. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Hey, echo. 53.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Let's get it. 55. Smooth. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing is Allen on third. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Fielded at the 20.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down. Check. Check the running back. 25. Lead gripper.
Now Ito Smith. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
From the gun on third down. Gordon. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First and 10, 45-yard line.
A first down carry for Smith. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, it's Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Hey, shoot.
Throwing on first down, Gordon. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. On the carry, here's Smith. He's got the first down here inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Switch, you draw Corker. Hey, exit. Hit it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
At the Bills' 14-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Check 43. Yo, go. Get it.
They'll run it now with Smith. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Powers through. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
On second down, McCaffrey. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. from the gun, it's Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Allen to throw it. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Look at me, zipper!
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
What's the end? Go!
They'll run it here with Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Smith. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Alpha. Mike's 49.
Back to throw. Gordon. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Mike 54. Hey, watch the slant.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now it's Smith running right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They keep it with Smith on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Allen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1 yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. After the penalty, it's Smith. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
18 Gator.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hey, Charlie. Get it.
On 1st and 10, Gordon finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Smith. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down and 9.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
I'm coming. Mike 49. Mike.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Ready.
On 3rd down, Gordon looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 8-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Go.
Now this time, Allen will throw. Got a man. It's Brown. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Now Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
53 at the mic.
And watch that. And watch the ball.
Throwing now is Allen. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
I can't believe they even let you play. Switch.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
To throw on third down, Allen. He gets it to Brown, complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and forever.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. I got one. Slam. Regular.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
On the ground, this is Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Yep. Hey.
49. Check 31. Slam.
Go.
They'll try the right side here with Smith. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Bring it. Take four.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Check.
Hey! Yo, go!
49's the Mike. Watch 49.
Mike!
They'll try and run forward with Smith. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch the safety creep! Look at me! Zipper!
They'll run on first down. It's Smith. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
49, check 49.
Go!
On second down now, it's Smith, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
This is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 3. And the Bills' first down.
Here's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Now Allen to throw on 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here, the 32. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10
On the
at
double.
the 43-yard line.
Mike, 49. We own them. We own them. X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Orvis.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Match box right. He's checking.
They'll run with Smith. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Bailey got the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns.